Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 240 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and we're back for some more Theros Beyond Death, where I'll probably be less grumpy than last week. We've got Phoenix of Ash as our first pick here. It's unfortunately in the worst color of the 5, but it's one of the better cards in that worst color, so we can take it. Maybe it'll be open, and maybe we'll just get rewarded. There's a whole lot of blue in this pack that I would certainly play. Ichthyomorphosis, Shimmerwing Chimera, Metamized Prophecy, Devourer of Memory, Omen of the Sea. All great cards. The black is awful, except for the Devourer. The green is awful. The white is fine. And yeah, this is a great blue pack, and once we take this Phoenix, a bad everything else pack. Let's take that Phoenix. Following that up, we get ourselves a Heliod's Punishment, which is probably the pick here. Or sorry, there's a Dreadful Apathy as well. It's a very good question. I don't think I've ever really sat down and thought about Dreadful Apathy versus Heliod Punishment. I think Apathy is just better. You get to exile the creature. There's, of course, the Flicker of Fate trick with it. Whereas this is definitely a little bit more for the aggro deck. It's 1 mana cheaper, but it does remove all the abilities, which this doesn't. But I mean, once you pay that investment plan 3 mana, you basically removed all the abilities anyway. So I think we'll take the Dreadful Apathy here. There's a Furious Rise if we really wanted to stick into red right away, but I see no reason to do that. There's a decent chance this wheels. So I think we'll just take this Dreadful Apathy. I feel pretty good about it. It's an interesting question. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Is punishment over apathy or apathy over punishment the correct choice? I'm going to go with the apathy. Well, we get a punishment anyways. We get a punishment anyways. There's a Fairies Band Brawler, a Warbriar Blessing, if we wanted to jump into green, but I see no reason to jump into green. Let's take the Heliod's Punishment. So we're going to be, based on these first 3 cards, really looking for an aggro red-white deck. We're going to be looking for heroes. We're going to be looking for combat tricks. We're going to be looking for Sentinel's Eyes and Indomitable Wills and nothing that costs more than 3 mana. We're going to try to go fast. This Incendiary Oracle, if it comes back around, would be nice. I don't expect it to. We get a Will, or we just get the Phalanx Tactics, and I think if this is the plan, then we take this now. And it's a pretty easy plan, because there's nothing else here. You know, I'm not going into blue for a Lionfish. Lionfish is okay, but I'm not excited by it ever. Yeah. Mediocre pack except for this Phalanx Tactics, which is exactly what we want, and this Indomitable Will. Tactics in. If we get a late Hoplite, then we are made in the shade. Hoplite would be great. Really going to look for those heroes. An Omen seems good. What else do we got going on here? We've got a Venomous Hierophant for black, but I feel like avoiding black today. There's a Witness of Tomorrows, which is a great finisher in blue, but I'm happy to stick on white for the moment, and when we can see some good red cards, grab those to go with our Phoenix. But let's take that Omen. And I think we just feel fine with how things are going right now. I highly doubt that punishment will come back around. I think people have finally discovered that it's actually a good card. G-Man Sokol. Why do I know that name? Otherwise, no one we know that we're drafting with today. The draft took 6 minutes to fire. So, I don't know. I think people might be getting done with Theros. Of course, we've got Mystery Booster coming up very shortly, not on MTGO, which really sucks because I'm not sure how I'm going to do a whole lot of content for it. We've got Jumpstart coming in July, which I think is a stupid sounding idea. Yeah, lots of stuff. We'll take this Phalanx Tactics here. I'll play a Leonin. I'm happy to get 1 or 2 or 3 of these even in this deck if we're going to be super aggro-y, but why not get another Tactics? Why not get one of the finisher awesome cards going? And there's a hero. Now, there is also a Triumph of Annex. That's interesting. I mean, it goes with our Phoenix, and it's an aggro card for sure. But do we just want to take the hero? Like, what if red just does not appear and we just don't even play this Phoenix? Hero is precisely what we want with Phalanx Tactic and little 1/1s and stuff like that. Tricky question. I'm going to take the hero here. I like Triumph. I think Hero slightly wins out based on what we've taken so far. And then we get nothing. Green. Seemingly out of nowhere. Yes, we had those 2 green picks that I talked about, I think, second pick, but that's not a signal. This, a little bit more of a signal. We could take a... I mean, these aren't amazing cards, but... I don't know, maybe we just take a Flummox Cyclops. You know, we're happy with like 1 4-drop, and this is a big dumb 4-drop. You know, oh no, it can't block if we're being attacked, but if we're being attacked, we're losing anyways. We get the Underworld Ragehound back around, which is nice and aggressive. I don't know if this deck really wants a Sunmane Pegasus. It's a little expensive for only 2 power. I feel like this slightly tends towards mid-range or controlling decks, whereas Ragehound, let's rage him. Furious Rise did come back, but we unfortunately really kind of didn't end up heading towards the Furious Rise deck. There's a relatively late Mogus' Favor here. There's a Satyr's Cunning that we're not going to play. Let's just take the Furious Rise. Glory Bearers, I don't think will make the deck. 4 mana for 3 power. You know, if we don't have enough playables, sure. We'll take that Satyr's Cunning, but we're not going to play it. Inspire Awe, sure, why not? Gift of Strength, sure, why not? And a Swamp. All right. 9 playables. Happy with basically all of them except for the Cyclops. See how it goes. Okay. Why not 2 Phoenix of Ashes? Why not 2? There's a Ragehound, which apparently if this goes like pack 1, will come back around. There's a Wayfarer, although we're not getting terribly Constellation-y. 1, 2, 3 that we'd cast. I mean, it's not awful, but we're certainly taking the Phoenix, and we're hoping to get the Ragehound or the Wayfarer back around. We won't get Heliod's Punishment. Maybe we'll get the Revoke, but yeah, let's take the second Phoenix. Oh boy, Impending Doom. How do people feel about this card? I kind of haven't bothered listening to much about Theros, and I have definitely not heard anybody talk about Impending Doom. This, of course, was, in my mind, massively overrated by people like Limited Resources, saying that it was just incredible. And everybody ignoring that it's Oaken form with 2 separate different downsides. Like, it's okay if you're all out aggro, but so's Oaken form. And neither of them are great cards by any shape of the imagination. We've got an Omen or an Underworld Ragehound. Yeah, we definitely just don't want Impending Doom. I think we just want the Omen here. With 2 Phalanx Tactics, we definitely want to be going wide, and 2 Omens is how we start going wide. Ragehound might come back around. Let's do it. Well, this pack is not for us. We have a Final Flare, which is fine, and we'll probably take it. We'll have 1/1s that we could sack to it. We'll have enchantments. You can always sack the Omen. It's important to remember that you can sack the Omen. It's better than a Cyclops. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. Glory Bearers isn't even sitting in our main deck yet. Satyr's Cunning's awful. We have no reason to think that we're going to splash black. So let's take the Final Flare. Favored of Iris. I can't remember how I decided I was saying that. Well, we've got 4 things to trigger it so far. Omen, Apathy, Punishment. Seems fine. I'd be happy with a Leonin as well, but I think I'll take the Favorite. It's got a slightly higher upside. Envoy's not exactly what we're doing just yet. Portent's definitely not what we're doing, and this card's bad. All right, we need more creatures. We want more Hero of the Prides, Hero of the Games, Hero of the Nyxborn. Look at this pack. Look at this pack. Hero of the Nyxborn, Triumph of Anix, Daybreak Chimera, Lean and the Lost Pride. We're taking the Hero, obviously. It's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. But I would take a lot of these other cards too. In you go. Another Omen seems okay because I don't want anything else here. I don't want the Oread or the Underworld Flames or the Altar, and everything else is off color. So we'll take the third Omen. So we're definitely going wide here. We've got a Captivating Unicorn. But I think we actually want the Wrap in Flames because you can hit your heroes. You know, we could hit this hero once and this hero once, and now everything's got +2/+0, and maybe we make one of their blockers not able to block. Seems good. Indomitable Will, kind of what I'm looking for. I want more things to target my heroes. We are now walking the thin line of non-creatures and creatures. After this will, I kind of want every single thing I pick up to be creatures. Like a Rage Hound Hound's fine. Like a Rage Hound's fine. Although actually maybe we want the Karametra's Blessing. It's another thing that targets creatures. It will probably not necessarily protect things with Hexproof or Indestructible. We only have an Indomitable Will to make something enchanted, and we only have one enchantment creature, but maybe we'll find some stuff. We're not going to play a Satyr's Cunning. We're not going to play a Portent. We're not going to play a Minion's Return. Boy, I wish I could play this card again. I still love it. But black is just so overdrafted that you don't have the ability to get in terribly easily. All right, so we'd happily cut the Flummox Cyclops. That's about all, honestly. Maybe the Final Flare. I really want just like some more Hero of the Prides or Hero of the Games. Hero of the Games is a 3/2 for 3, right? Hi. 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 We're not playing you, but hello. Yeah, it was a pretty easy pick. It's a pretty easy pick. Regardless, what is it now? It has crashed in price to 46. Yeah. I don't even know what was in that pack. I didn't even look. I saw a couple of red cards, but nothing that seemed terribly worth throwing away several drafts worth of tickets. Reverend Hoplite. You're still doing good, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potential 8, potential 9 devotion at the moment seems awesome. And the only thing we're really looking at otherwise would be like the Celebrant or the Archon. And yeah, Hoplite's precisely what we want. Nyx Lotus, you were briefly worth more than 21 cents. I don't want any of these other cards. I don't want a Sentry. I don't want a second Cyclops. I don't want a War Leader. I guess I cannot afford another 5-drop in this deck. We need to go fast. We'll put it in, but it's going to be one of the first cuts for sure. Flummox Cyclops, it's already on the chopping block as soon as we can. Rumbling Sentry is a 6-drop, or sorry, it's a 5-drop, but it's not what we want to do. So let's take the War Leader and assume that we get to cut it. There's a Daxos, but more importantly, there's a hero. And I think we just want the hero with the Wrap and with the Will and with the Blessing. Another hero is going to do some real work for us. Daxos is going to do what? Gain us a bit of life. Let's take the hero. Another type of hero. You're the worst hero though. You are a 5-mana hero. And I don't know about a 5-mana hero. I like it more than the War Leader. War Leader's going out for sure. But my question is, do I just want the Revoke Existence? Or even the Flicker? Like a Flicker on the Hoplite would be amazing. Flicker on the Apathy for that trick. Flicker on the Omen wouldn't suck. Flicker on a hero if we really needed to go wide on something. I think we just take the heroes though. Like Big Whoop, they have an enchantment. Cool, we're gonna go fast around them. That's the plan. We've got a Pilgrim that would only be getting an Apathy or a Punishment or a Will, which is not a bad only. But I think Sentinel's Eyes with the heroes is way more what we want. Plus it's Devotion for the Hoplite. So let's take that Sentinel's Eyes. And there's a 23. And I think we can push for 16 lands with this deck. I don't tend to like to if we have, like, honestly, 1 5-drop and 2 5-drops. I'm not a big fan. But I think we can really try for 16 lands here. And actually, we can cut this Cyclops for an Incendiary Oracle. That is an aggro deck. Aggro deck, which actually, because we are going to do 16 lands, means we do have one more playable, which could just be an Incendiary Oracle, or it could be a main deck Soul Guide Lantern. I think it needs to be a creature. We've got 11, 12, 13, 14 creatures. Yeah, let's just grab another Incendiary Oracle. Another Wrap in Flames. I like that over the Blessing, I think. We are an aggro deck. Maybe we can do something with this. I don't think we're going to play any of these. I don't know that... Yeah, a Rider's not going to be better than a Rage Hound, and a Rage Hound's not going to be better than anything else that we have at the moment. I feel like Ragers are honestly the next thing on the chopping block. Yeah, we're not going to play any of these. Let's take a Rager, I guess. We'll take this Sage, we'll take this Clothis' Design, we'll take this Pursuit, we'll take this Sleep, and we'll take this Unknown Shores in foil. Cool. I like this deck. I like this deck. I think we're going to go fast, and I think we're going to go at least 1 and 2. Mark my optimistic words. At least 1 and 2. Let's stretch this preview window open a little bit. So excitingly, in local Magic news, we're going to add some basic lands here. 8/8. Sounds good. Save deck and play. The Gamers Emporium has moved. As of tomorrow, they open in a new location that can fit much more than 16 people squished. They can potentially fit upwards of 30 not squished. So I'll be going to a Theros pre-release sealed event. We're going to use the pre-release packs and see how that goes. I think this might be one of the rare formats where I think sealed is better than draft. Still not great, but it'll be fun to get out and check out the new store. All right, we're going to play first. This is somebody who was in our pod. This was the person who I said I thought I recognized their name. We've got a 2-drop creature, and it's going to be big and beefy. Keep. Drop the mountain, pass the turn. Rage Hound, Sentinel's Eyes on the Rage Hound. And then hope we draw creatures, I suppose. Leon of the Lost Pride. Gotta go fast, right? Let's apathy that. Let's get in for 3. Blue-white, I feel like if we can just get them, losing life a whole lot, we might be okay. Alarios, okey-dokes. What can we say about that? Can we say anything about that? Not really. We just have to attack into it and see what happens. No trade. Awesome. Love it. So we're going to pass the turn and drop an Omen of the Sun, possibly even just get to kill that reflection with my 1/1s. And honestly, may not even have to. Like, I'm happy taking 3 here and having them have no board, especially when we have a Wrap in Flames, which can just get us through really heavily unblocked. Sunmane Pegasus. Okay, I really don't want them to be gaining life. That's just not a thing that needs to happen. I would really like a hero right about now. Really, truly would. Let's get Sentinel's Eyes on the Rage Hound so that we can attack in for 4 and possibly just kill the Sunmane. They willingly just take 4. They don't know how close to dead they are. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We actually have lethal with tactics. I have to assume they're going to attack with that Pegasus and gain life. They are not, but they're going to Ichthyo that. Well, that's a touch rude. It's still a 1/2, and now it doesn't have to attack every turn. So we'll take 2, that's fine. And then we need to scry is what we need to do. We need some heroes. Yeah, like this hero. We don't want a plains, though. That's not a thing we want. So let's draw this hero. Pass the turn. Man, did we actually want... Maybe we actually did want that land. Because that land would have been Rapid Flames. Ooh, we need them dead ASAP. Also, we need this window to be a little bit smaller. Oh, yeah, if I had that land... Oh, they're not... Oh, if I had that land, they're super dead. But we could still find a land. We could still find a land here. And honestly, they might still just be dead. I'll have to count. So if we go ping, 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 that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. We take them to 1. What about Phalanx Tactics? Phalanx Tactics and Phoenix. What happens here? They do get to block, although their blocks are bad. Yeah, we're going to Phoenix of Ash. Then we're going to come on and slam. Phalanx Tactics, the hero, giving everything +2/+1. Or sorry, plus... Yeah, everything gets +2/+1. Because it gets +2/+1. Everything else gets +1/+1. And also +1/+0. So we attack with all... And then what would I expect to see here? Like Shimmerwing on the Phoenix and Reflection on the hero. So our opponent's avoiding death. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We take him to 1. We take him to 1. Yeah, take him to 1, and then Rapid Flames can just finish them off, I think, by not block, not block. And we get in for a bunch. Yeah, so let's Phalanx Tactics on the hero. Get these triggers. Five, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. They've only got 1 card in hand, only got 2 mana. Goodbye to those. We take them to 1. Time to hold. Starlit Mantle on the Pegasus. I guess it wouldn't have saved anything. So they're gonna gain some life here. They're gonna go up to 4. And we don't have lethal anymore. Damn. Damn. We were so close. Phoenix, how much do you cost? 4? So we can bring back the Phoenix as a 4/4. Or sorry, a 3/3. Doesn't attack into the Pegasus, though. If it wasn't for that Starlit Mantle. If it was not for that Starlit Mantle. Okay, we need to bring back this Phoenix. Boop, boop, boop. Bring back the Phoenix, pass the turn. God, if they gain 3 more life, we're boned. We're super boned. Yeah, they're going for it. Friggin' life gain. When did life gain get so good and limited? Life gain got good at some point. So now we're powerfully out of reach of killing them. They have no cards left in hand, so at least that's cool. Nice bit of open information there. Well, they can't attack in with this. Otherwise, it'll die next turn if I just pump it. So, yeah, let's drop the Favored. Pass the turn. Assume that they won't be attacking. If they do, we pump the Phoenix and kill the Pegasus. They go to 10, which is just powerfully out of reach of us killing them. Getting close, though. They are going for it. They are going for it. Sure thing. You can go to 10, and I will trade my bird for your bird. Yes, I know it's not a bird. Oh. Opponent questioning if that was the right choice. Ooh, opponent coming in with everything. Are we dead? Did you happen to draw a tricky trick? You drew a tricky trick. I guess you gain 1 more life, sure. 2 more life because of Pious. Pious gives +1/+1. Damn! We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. Our opponent flipped a coin better than we flipped a coin. Theros in a nutshell. Yeah, we weren't getting anything. All right, so we just have to go faster. That's all we need. Got to go fast. Back on in, go fast. Man, that was just such a coin flip. Like, ugh. Don't like the taste of it. Mystery Booster, though. Man, Mystery Booster, so close. It's what, March 13th? 1, 2, 3 weeks Mystery Booster comes out. I have bought a couple of boxes of it. I don't know what I can do with them. Live drafts are really hard to schedule and get everybody over and work out properly. And people don't watch them that much because unfortunately we play them Saturday night because that's when everybody's free. But Saturday night is like the worst time to be streaming on Twitch. But maybe if I definitely record it and upload it, it would be better. We'll see. We'll see. I'll certainly have crack packs. We're going to play first here. Spikey Saturday. We cannot keep a hand like this because we are literally forced to top deck gas every turn. So we have to mull that. That's also not good, but I'm going to look at the odds. We've got 32 cards. And we've got 15 lands in there. What are the odds that we just top deck a land? Why did that happen? Stupid ads, go away. 46%. The odds of us getting one within the first 2 draws is 72.5. 73% odds that we'll be 1 turn behind. And we really only need 1 land. That said, our deck could do okay on a 5 land or on a 5 card hand, right? So if we draw any land, we have 2 cards we can play. If we draw a plains, we have 3. We have 5 cards we can play. We're gonna have to pitch one of these. It'll be the Phalanx. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. When a format is such high variance in gameplay, I really hate that Magic also has the variance of lands. 73% chance. 3 out of 4 games we do it. Let's go for it. And let's not top deck 3 drops in a row. And we'll pitch one of these tactics. Oh, tell me how it goes. Tell me how it goes. Oh, never punished. Mildly punished. Well, we didn't draw one of my 3-drops. But hey, now we've got Phoenix online with any land. Drop this Oracle as well. Pilgrim. Uh-oh. Please don't get a staggering insight. Just go get removal. Don't get a staggering insight. Ichthyomorphosis. Sure. Sure thing. No concerns about that. Never freaking punished. Let's drop the Phoenix. I assume they're going to Ichthyo my Phoenix. That's fine. In with team. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coming at you. Trade there. Sure thing. They're going to take their turn. Oh, they're going to play a lean-in. Ichthyo for cheap. Sure thing. Bash on in. Sure thing. Holy moly, never punished. Whelp. This feels really close. Let's drop the hero with the intention of wrapping next turn. Because wrap will kill the Leonin. Make something unable to block. Ping the hero. Shoal Kraken will be unable to block because it's beefy. Couldn't have been a Plains, could you? Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to pretend that we have a Karametra's Blessing. They're going to get rid of my Rager, sure thing. And we're going to bash on in Barf. So they're going to kill my hero if we do that. Yeah, we can't have them kill my hero. So we're going to come on in for 3. So that wasn't as much damage coming through as I had thought. I don't know why I thought that was going to be more damage. But man, that mulligan hurt us, and just having to draw lands and spells at the same time, because we succeeded in drawing the lands, which means we've now played it out our hand, which means we're now in top deck mode a little bit earlier than would be ideal. They're going to go get a Starlit Mantle, and we're powerfully boned. We are not winning this one. I think if we ever got to turn 7, we were never winning. We do get a Phoenix, which just dies to the Starlit Mantle. Doesn't with Phalanx Tactics, actually. So let's just get all smashy here. Because they'll Starlit their Envoy, I think. Thinking that they'll get to eat my Phoenix. They will not successfully eat my Phoenix. Ugh, the combat math here. It's complex. So I really want to see if that Envoy... The Envoy is not going to touch the Phoenix. So my assumption is they're looking to beef up the Pilgrim. So let's Phalanx Tactics on this. So we get our triggers. Everything gets +2/+0, or +2/+1. So that's 6 coming through. Take them to 4. Kill a bunch of their stuff. Cool. Cool. Down to 4. They've got a Starlit Mantle in hand. We do have another Rapid Flames. Rapid Flames would do it, but that is a 1 out of 27 chance. Sunmane Pegasus here to ruin the friggin' day. Cool. Rip any chance we had of winning if this isn't a Rapid Flames, and it is not. I guess they have to block with the Envoy. So we come in with the Phoenix. They have to chump, I think. They can't just... Oh, they're just going to give away their Pegasus. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it a lot. Let's drop a hero here. No, I would like to cast... Oh, no, I don't want to cast it in the end combat step. Can't do that. All right, so we're going to go like that. Next turn we get a Phoenix back. We may just have a chance. I figured for sure we'd see a chump with the Envoy there. Whole lot of mana getting used here for a Brine Giant. Okay. Boy, that Rapid Flames would be nice. So let's go like this, get rid of that and that. Hello to my 3/3, which can attack in basically unimpeded. Your Starlit Mantle is not going to make that live. Down to 3 they go. Still definitely on the Rapid Flames hope here. Ichthyomorphosis ruining us. Ooh. All right. Well, opponent has answered pretty handily to a point that I believe we are on Rapid Flames or else. And this is just going to be ludicrous amounts of value here. Yeah, it's what I hate about Theros. My opponent's cards are going to do things constantly, and my cards are going to sit here and say, I'm a 2/2. Look at me, I'm a 2/2. And that's not enough. Being a 2/2 is just not enough. Drop that Rage Hound, it'll just die, but if we do top deck a Rapid Flames, it may be lethal. So that's really what we're playing out to. They're going to... Why wouldn't you bounce your Envoy? It's just 2 mana. Loot. All right. In for 3, you got it. Rapid Flames or else. Rapid Flames. Final Flare. That's cute. Oh, it's got some cuteness attached to it. What needs to die? Shimmerwing? Probably Shimmerwing. They still have the Starlit Mantle in hand? No, I think we're going to have to assume they threw away the Starlit Mantle and that's not their second Starlit Mantle. So let's hope, I guess. Never hope. Never hope, kids. Hope gets you nothing but tears. Never hope. Never, ever, ever, ever hope. All right, we're just outvalued. Outvalued. The mull hurt. And yeah, we just can't do it. We cannot. They're playing a Deal Shooter. What a bad card. We cannot get to turn 11 with this deck. Turn 11 means that we have lost for sure. So we're going to go 0-1, which is unfortunate. Oh, cool. Yeah, just casually show me the Elspeth Conquers Death. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm out. I'm out. Super out. Yeah, that's unfortunate. This deck just has to draw properly. It's my recurring complaint about this format is you have to go all in on a plan, and all the plans are draw perfectly in order or else. And so it just makes all the matches feel like coin flips. Like, who flips their coin hardest? And my opponent flipped their coin much harder than me twice in a row. All right, into match 2. Let's see if we can make this not an 0-2. I don't really think this deck is an 0-2 deck. Hero with a will with a Hoplite someday seems okay to me. Temple of Deceit, sure thing. Couldn't dodge black for long. Wrap in Flames, you'll be handy a little bit later. Blue, black, red. What you got? Thrilling. Main phase Thrill, discarding an Underworld Charger. Obviously, the Charger can come back at some point, but it can't block, which is perfect for our deck. That is an unfortunate Phoenix with no mountains yet. It's an unfortunate back-to-back red draw. Another Thrill. Throwing away a Hero. I won't lie, I'm a little confused. So we'll come in with this Hero, and we'll will it up. And someday, maybe, hopefully someday, maybe, we'll draw a mountain. Specifically 2 mountains. I would love to hit a couple more white cards for this Hoplite to make a few more creatures. Incendiary Oracle, sure thing. We get to attack into that pretty well. And Amox's Favor onto it. Well, we get to attack into it a little less good. But boy, does this Wrap in Flames look good if we can hit a frickin' mountain. We've got no game here, so we're going to pass that turn. There are only 3 planes left in the entire deck. But it's a good thing. We needed 5 mana to cast our Hoplite. There sure are 3 Phoenix of Ashes in this match. At least. I'll take 6. If you think that we are racing, friend. I am all about that life. There we go. Yeah, we're going to go Hoplite this turn so that we can go Wrap next turn. And that might just be a wrap. Because we'll make everything unable to block, including killing this. We'll get, so it'll be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Off by 1. Off by 1. Off by 1. Coming on in for 2, you got it. So they are red-black, splashing blue. Venomous Hierophant, you, my friend, are not going to be allowed to block. Mountain Aspect, sure thing. Okay, Wrap in Flames. Boop, boop, a boop. Pump the team. Pump the team. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take them to 1. Take them to 1 with a lot of creatures, no life gain on their side, thankfully. And I think we're going to finish this one up. Our opponent definitely had a very slow start. I have a feeling they're probably an aggro deck. So their first 3 turns being land go, thrill go, was not great for them. They're looking through, trying to figure out how they can survive. I don't necessarily see how they could. Perhaps if they had 2 blockers and a kill spell, they do not. All right. Well, the deck can work. The deck can most certainly work. Let's hope that it continues to work. That's what we need. I almost wonder if we want a 3rd Rage Hound over like Heroes of the Revel. Heroes of the Revel does just feel like such a worse hero. Also, Hero of the Nyxborn would be great if you could show up. There's a reason you've been drafted to this battle, and it's not to sit on the sidelines. This seems good. Hero into Favored or Omen. Probably Favored so that Omen can double strike. Hoplite, if we can get there on curve, represents 1, 2, 3, 4 1/1s. Pretty good. They're going to lead off with a Traveler's Amulet. That is fine. I'm going to accidentally skip through my first main phase here. But in the second main phase, we're going to play a land, because that's proper. We are going to take our hands off of F2. Briefly put our hands back on F2. They're going to go find a swamp, although they did not decide to play that swamp. They played their mountain first. There's a land, and it happens to be a land for our phoenixes. So this is looking like a decent start. Seeing an Underworld Charger here would be amazing. Phoenix, okay. Can't win them all, I suppose. Heliod's Punishment's really going to put a stop to that, though. Favorite of Irois with here. Oh, I foresee some very, very quick aggressive turns coming up here. So we're going to bash on in for 2, drop that Favored. Following turn, we probably won't even bother with the Punishment yet. We'll just main phase an Omen to get the double strike, I think. Well, we'll see what the blocks are. We'll see what the blocks are. Dreamstalker Manticore. That's beefier than I would like. Beefier than I would like. So I think we might punish that. Yeah, let's punish that. Also gives us mana to drop the Oracle. Gets us Constellation here. We're going to take him down to 12. Down to 12. Drop the Oracle. Drop the Oracle. And hey, if we hit a land, we've got Reverend Hoplite. There's their hero. Wrap in Flame would be incredible. Would Wrap in Flame just end the game? No. Close, though. Very, very close. They're going to come on in for 2. They think we're still racing here. Let you on it a little bit of a secret. We are not. Interesting. So we could throw away our Favored. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to attack the Favored in. Going to convince them to block here, I assume. And flash in the Omen. They're not going to fall for our trick, so we're just going to trick them into taking 4. Which I'm pretty okay with that choice as well. They're going to go down to 8. We've got more 1/1s. We're going to have more Devotion for Hoplite. And yeah, this is coming to a close real quick like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/1s we would get off the Hoplite. That's pretty close. We may also just final flare a Soldier to get rid of the heroes. No attack. Seems appropriate. Hi. Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, we don't even have to kill the Soldier, we can kill the Omen. Yeah. We're gonna buy ourselves, we're gonna go one more turn. We're gonna hopefully not get blown out by a Storm's Wrath. We can't assume that they have a or rare. We're going to get a whole bunch of 1/1s here. Next turn, we're going to Final Flare Phalanx Tactics. Win? They've got a response. They're going to feel the thrill of possibility, discarding an Underworld Charger. Sure. All the 1/1s. And now this with Phalanx Tactics represents just a ludicrous amount of damage. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or sorry, 3, right? 21, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36 damage coming at them. I think we win this match. Dreamstalker Manticore, sure thing. Nightmare Shepherd, sure. I think we win this match. Just a guess. Just a guess. Just a guess. We're going to Final Flare the Nightmare Shepherd. Sacrificing the Omen. Did I choose that right? I feel like I clicked things out of order. Nightmare Shepherd. Click, click, click. Sack the Omen. Goodbye, Nightmare Shepherd. Hello, Oblivion. I think they're just dead anyways, right? Block, block, 2, 3. Yeah, they're dead anyways. But I want to do the thing. I want to do the tactics thing. I want to put this on this. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. F6. -20! We took them to -20. Cool. We won. The deck can 100% do the thing it's supposed to do. I just couldn't do it in match 1. Well, I promised a 1 and 2. And we've at least gotten that. But we can hope against hope. And remember what I told you about hope. You shouldn't do it. It is a bad thing to have. We can hope against hope that we can go 2 and 1 here. I will say I am slightly enjoying the format more since I've stopped playing it and only play it once a week, which is not a ringing endorsement of the format. I don't think it is the worst format of all time, but like I said last week, I do think it is the 6th that I've played anyways. Fella has finally shown up, and this is an incredible hand. We are going to keep the heck out of this. I think the first question here is going to be, do we lead with Rager or Hero? Regardless, turn 3 is Hero the Nyxborn. 3-1. In that case, I think we actually lead with Incendiary Oracle. And then we'll follow that up with Hero. And then we'll double spell into a... Actually, maybe we do Phoenix. We'll have to see what happens here. I'm happy to trade this off. Happy to trade this off for sure. Dawn Evangel, sure. So if you're going to do 2 to me, let me represent 3. I could have done the Phoenix there if I played the Mountain and gotten in for 2. It would have been a back and forth race at that time. The following turn, I probably would have double spelled. Yeah, I think we're okay. Here, I actually don't mind a double spell of Punishment. Fuck, I hate this card. This card is just the death of our deck. Just the death of our deck. We are going to double spell. Following that, we are probably going to have to punish the Pegasus because we definitely need that to be chilling out because life gain ruins us. Luckily, we do get to double spell with Phoenix and Punishment. And at that point, we're basically just playing to Phalanx Tactics, Wrap in Flames, Wrap in Flames. We've got so many ways of somewhat quickly bringing the end of the game. But we need the Sunmane Pegasus to go to sleep for a little bit. Or ever. I'd be happy with dying a miserable death, you know. I'm not too picky. Coming on in, no activation. 8+, I don't have to punish it next turn. Hero of the Pride, sure thing. Leonin, sure thing. Really putting a damper in my ability to attack, eh? Alright, so we're going to come in with Phoenix and the Rager because we have to. I expect Rager and Leonin to pit into each other. Yeah, that way they get rid of the Rager. That's fine. So we take him to 18. We're not going to punish the Pegasus yet. We'll punish it next turn. Wrap in Flames. That's kind of precisely what we need right about now. Especially because if the blocks work out, we could actually do Ping Ping. But it's turn 6 and our opponent's at 18 life, which is a pretty big problem. That's not our road to victory at all. Typhon. Bleh. All right. If the lands could just, you know, bugger off for a bit. Sure, we'll come in for 6. Easy peasy. All right. Taking him to 12 on turn 6. That feels a little bit better. We are definitely getting close to tactics or whatchamadoodle winning. Sure, you can hit me for 2, go back up to 14, I'll go to 12, and I'll take your 4 too. I care not for your 4. Apathy, BS. Could have used you 1 turn ago. All right, so we are gonna go how are we gonna go? We're gonna punish the Pegasus because we can't have them gaining life. That's the obvious first step. And then Ping 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 is 1, 2. Ooh, that's the door. One moment. Having run back up the stairs from the door. Why is there now a sudden bright light? There we go. Okay. What was I doing? Ping 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 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not quite enough. Ping Ping Ping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They eat one of my heroes. This sucks. I think their coin flipped a little bit better than my coin, so I think we just die. So, let's go Ping Ping Ping, because a 2-3 is a little bit harder than a 2-2. I guess we can't have their hero doing stuff. So let's ping the Evangel. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, this format. I just wish there was more strategy. I don't feel like the games have strategy. I feel like they have very straightforward decisions that you do. And they are obvious that you should do them. I guess I'm just dead on the crackback, aren't I? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure, M. Didn't think about that. Didn't think about that, but we were dead. We were dead. They flipped their coin harder. They flipped their coin harder. Let's go back in and flip our coin harder and then put this format to rest for another week where I will forget it exists and live in Blissful joy. But hey, we got an Uro, so that's pretty good. I don't know, it's just coin flips, right? We're going to play first. We flipped our coin mediocrely because we really need to be there to be a mountain in the top, like, 2 cards. If there is, awesome. If there isn't, uh-oh. But we're gonna keep and see what we can do. Play the planes, pass the turn. Nothing on one. Cool beans, show me a mountain. How are we so good at drawing all of the lands of one specific color in the first few turns of our game? Leonin. It's got to be a mountain. Apathy. I mean, we don't have too much of a choice, and they didn't show us incredible creatures really last game. I'm actually not entirely sure what their deck is exactly. It's not like it's a green-white auras deck. It's not the green-white archetype. They seem to just be kind of green-white. Green-white has a Typhon, which shockingly can be a pretty good deck. Because Typhon's kind of a mistake of a card, I think, for limited. Yeah, we're just dead here. We're just dead. Like, we have to do this, I guess. Cool. Magic's a great game. Magic's a great game. I don't know. I still am utterly shocked that people really do think this is one of the best formats or is a great format. I don't see it. And now, yes, I know some people will comment saying, "Oh, well, you got land screwed here. Obviously, it's not going to be a good game." But, you know, it's not just the land screw. It's a lot of things going on with this format that just seem bad. So I guess I am getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Like, drawing that mountain and us having a 4/4 vaguely lets us pretend that we're in this game, but of course the life gain is going to demolish us to a somewhat hilarious extent. We're going to drop a hero. We're going to Sentinel's Eyes these heroes, making them, what, a 6/6? And we'll attack in for 6, which won't supremely matter. The vigilance is helpful. You know, I guess I was ahead of myself. I guess we're still in this slightly. The tactics is great, and if we do hit a wrap, then I think we've got something to really think about. So, how big can our crappiest creatures become? 3/2? All right, the beef is going to beef here, because we're honestly just not winning without attacking. Like, we can't go to 4 and have them go to 20. We got to do something. So this will get rid of the Pegasus if they don't have anything. That said, I feel like it's very unlikely for them to not have anything. So that will kill the Pegasus. They're going to flicker. That's not the worst thing in the world. We still have the heroic trigger. Yeah, I think our opponent just really threw the game away here. I don't think they quite knew how heroic worked. So we're still going to kill that. We're still going to do a whole bunch of damage to them. We get an extra satyr. They're going to get their lifelink, sure thing. And we get the double spell here. You know what? I guess we're slightly back in this. We're out of cards, so, you know, we do have to hit another Phalanx Tactics or something. Having the Sentinel's Eyes in the graveyard will help quite a bit. But yeah, I guess I got ahead of myself there. Well, that hurts a lot. Goodbye. So if we Sentinel's Eyes this turn, that's 1, 2, 3, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, of which they can block 1. But then we take 4 on the crackback. They just don't block, and we take lethal. You can block, though, friend. You can block. So we block, we only take 4 on the crackback. So yeah, we're going to Sentinel's Eyes this. You can block, right? It's your black friend, the hound that cannot block, or the horse that cannot block. So we do that. And that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We slam with team. There's a possibility they don't even block just because they're like, oh, right, vigilance. There's too many words on these auras. You can never remember. Sure, so that goes away. So we're going to actually have 2 blockers if they don't throw the Leonin in front of the hero. They do, so they're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're going to go to 7. They're going to get rid of my Sentinel's Eyes, obviously. Good choice. We're going to drop a Rage Hound. That can block your Leonin. And it's going to be close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be close. They feel as though they can afford an attack? No, they do not. They do not think they can afford an attack. Okay, the flood ain't gonna help us too much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on in with the Oracle, Satyr. Hold back 1 blocker. I think we need to be the aggressor here. We need to assume they've drawn nothing. They sure didn't draw nothing. Ugh. That's a problem. Well, we do get to bring back our Underworld Hound, which is great. How much do you cost? 4? Cool, we don't have to pump, so we're going to deal 1, take him to 8. Deal 1, take him to 8. They are going to get a Scry here, which is painful. Oh, you cost 3 cards to come back to life. We can get the Apathy into the graveyard. There's the Scry. Please show me bottom. If you show me top, I probably concede. Top, bottom, we are probably dead. All right, so we get rid of that. So that'll let us bring back the Rage Hound if we play this land. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. So they are drawing a card that they know and liked. We have lethal on board. The card that they knew and liked is very good. Wrap in Flames won't even save us because it will make a spider. And there we go. I was ahead of myself, but I do in fact think we're just dead. Omen of the Sun. Well, we'll have a chance to scry, I suppose. Goodbye, 4-2. I'll miss you. I'll miss you. Bye, Ragehound. But I just don't think we can find anything. Because we can't even wrap the spider that's created, because it's created after it's cast. So there's their hero. Here's my chance to do the omen. And crack the omen. Those can go away. Gain a couple life. Tactics, she ain't gonna do it, friend. You just ain't gonna do it. We tactics after blocks. We tactics after blocks. Their new spider doesn't do anything. I assume block. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not enough. We can come in with the Oracle. No, none of that does enough. None of that does enough. All right, we're going to pass the turn here. But I think we're just dead. Like, Arasta super answers us. All of our reach to finish the game is instant and sorcery based. Skola Grove Dancer, that's a creature. And we are just going to get further and further away. We don't have any flyers. We do have flyers, but that's a reach, of course. Is all of our removals gone? No, we could hit a final flare. If we hit a final flare, they do get a 1/2 spider, but at least they don't have their 3/5 spider. But that's a stretch. That's probably not going to be enough. Which means we'll do the 1/2 that I promised. So there's the Rapid Flame. So we can go like ping, which kills it. We can go ping, ping, ping. They have 2 blockers. They block here and here. We can tactics and deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they have nothing in hand, and if they don't bin a land. Time to hope. Time to hope. And children, what was our lesson about hope today? What did I teach you about hope? Because, yeah, we have to win here or else. They didn't even try. They didn't even try. Oh. Your opponent can always punt. 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 And they had a Banishing Light in hand that they just decided to not use? Weird choices. Weird choices. All right. We are still somehow alive, and I don't quite understand how. I had definitely written myself out of that game a couple times. This looks much better. We're going to keep that for sure. Lesson learned. I thought that it would dissolve the phalanx. Oh, back when they tried to get rid of the heroic trigger. So they did learn their lesson. All right, we're going to drop this mountain. We're going to pass the turn. We're going to lead with Ragehound if the way's clear. And the way is clear. The way might be clear. The way is in fact clear. Oh, give me a land on top. Give me a land on top. Leonin, sure. Sure thing, Areno. The magic gods heard my plight and decided I was a good magic boy all along. We are going to drop a hero and then possibly look at Sentinel Oracle, although playing a slightly longer game might be better with the Omen. Get more +1/+0 triggers. Dawn Evangel. Dawn Evangel. Oof. Both Rapid Flames in hand. Yeah, we need to get creatures down is what we need to do. So we... Although, I mean, Sentinel's Eyes, we get in for 4? We get in for 4 and we have an Oracle down. Or we get in for nothing, but we get 2 1/1s down. The 1/1s represent 4 damage. Whereas, what if we take him to 16 and we drop the Oracle? Following turn, we hit a land. We're going to assume that we're lucky, and we get to wrap, ping, 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 and we deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We take him to 8 on turn 5. 8 on turn 5. Let's assume we're going to find that land. And even if we don't, we have the Omen, we have the punishment. Even if we don't, we have the things to do the things. Now, my opponent could, of course, shock me and just, you know, block. And I don't deal 4, but I think that puts us even further ahead. All right, the 2/1 Dream, still briefly alive. If they drop a Rasta, the punishment looks pretty good. Okay, they take the 4, they go to 16. Step 1 of the plan. Done. A Rasta. Oh, I forgot to drop the Oracle. Not that it matters, because they apathied my hero. But that was a punt. That was a punt. My opponent took so long. I was definitely just kind of dozing off a bit there and not paying attention. We're going to drop the hero now. And we'll pass the turn. But that was a big oopsie on my part. But them apathying the hero would have shut off our Rapid Flames plan, and us not drawing the land shut off our Rapid Flames plan. Now our Rapid Flames plan is still pretty alive with them having an X1 over there. Coming in for 2, sure thing. They're down to 1 card in their hand. So there's that. There is that. So we want to get our board big and established so that Rapid Flames is going to do some real work. And so I think what we're going to have to do is the Omen. Now, it would look a lot better if we had the Oracle down as well from that punt earlier, but we do not, and that's the world we live in. There's the Arasta, so we definitely want to punish that. Just turn that off for a few turns. So we'll bring this down, we'll get our 1/1s. We will punish Arasta and drop the Oracle. Yup, that's what we're going to do. Punish Arasta. Drop the Oracle. They are in top deck mode. So I feel not too bad about my life at the moment. Loathsome Chimera. Another great target for Rapid Flames, eh? Too many lands. Alright, we're going to Rapid Flames. Here. And where? We could hit one of our heroes. We would hit Nyxborn. We'd have a 3-2, a 3-2, which could potentially be a 4-2. And then 3-2-1s. So I guess we hit the event. No. Maybe we hit the Evangel. Because we don't care. We can get rid of a 4-1 easy with any of our creatures. So you figure eat. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. So goodbye, Leonin. You cannot block, which is good because I have not many 3-2s coming in. You can, that's fine, and you can, that's fine. So I would recommend you don't Dreadful Apathy my Nyxborn. Good choice. Gets rid of my Rapid Flames, which is a pain because we do want that Sentinel's Eyes when it gets into the graveyard to be able to come back. So we get to come in for this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. And not this one, because you're kind of vital. You're kind of important here. The blocks happened as I thought, and we're actually going to get rid of that Loathsome Chimera. That's nice. So we get in for 6. We take him to 10 here. Loathsome Chimera goes bye-bye. They're going to get rid of that. And they're going to mill a land and gain a life. Let's see if that's the life point that matters. They are in top deck mode. So they did not top deck that land, which is good. We can take them quite low by pinging. Assuming that was a dead card for them. That would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We would take them to 2. We would take them to 2. Which is not 0. Top decking a Phalanx Tactics would be fantastic. Their card was not dead, but also not good. A 1/3 flyer just doesn't do much. It blocks decently. Where'd they scry? They scried to the top. We can hope that maybe they forget and mill it. Or maybe it was a land and they want to mill it. You never know. Favorite of Eros. Alright, so this has some time. So we're going to drop the favored and then we'll scry on their turn. They're going to do their counter. They're going to mill the card, so it must have been a land. It was a land. They gain a life. They've gained 2 life. Pretty sneaky. But blind top deck. Blind top deck looks like it might not have been much. So here's a chance. If we top deck a Phalanx Tactics, Plains no, Final Flare interesting. I don't think it does anything. Yeah, I just don't think it does anything. Bottom. Ugh. Feels so bad. We can go ping, ping, ping. Attack on in. Assume a block here. Because they're afraid of the double strike maybe, or otherwise a block here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Takes him to 3. We're going to have to go for it. Gonna have to go for it. And in we go. I really want them to activate that Dreadful Apathy so that we can get Sentinel's Eyes back. In we go. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They block. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are going to go to 3 as expected, but they've got an activation. Goodbye, Transcendent Envoy. They go to 3. They do not risk another activation. They get their second to last counter off the Arasta. Nasty Arasti. That is a land. One more card in hand. They've got 2 blocks. We can take them to 1. We take them to a lot less than 1. Holy moly. Depending on what they have in hand, I think we maybe just got there. It was a slog, but we did it. We pulled off the 2-1. I think that deck was solid, but like many Theros decks, I think it was solid if you drew it in the proper order, and if you didn't, somewhat heavily boned. Yeah, let me know how Theros is going for you. I know a lot of you have already given up on the format. I certainly would have if I didn't have Spikey Saturdays to do every week, but unfortunately there's not much else I can do. You know, Throne of Eldraine Swiss drafts don't really fire that much. Flashback Zendikar, ain't nobody gonna watch that. Plus it's a bad format. This is definitely in like bottom 10 formats. Yeah, there's not much else I can do, unfortunately. So it's Theros for the next 6-7 weeks. But let me know how Theros is going for you down in the comments below. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me over on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. You can find me at patreon.com/ManaLeek. If you want to become a financial backer and help me out, the people who do that are amazing. You get access to the Discord. You get a playmat when you hit $60 lifetime, etc. And of course, the easiest way is like, share, subscribe. If you do have any questions, though, let me know. Otherwise, see y'all next time.